Hi guys, JH6 and welcome back to the channel. So in my last M&P 45 video, I talked about this mag. This is an extended magazine, carries 14+1, and I think, to me, this is kind of like the answer to the Glock 21. Now, the Glock 21 carries 13+1, obviously has 3 more rounds than the M&P 45. So maybe they came out with this magazine kind of like to compete with the Glock 21. Now, I am a fan of the Glocks. I'm also a fan of the M&P 45. I really like this gun, but this magazine does look kind of funny. We're gonna take a closer look, guys, so let's go ahead and hit the table. Alright guys, so like I said, let's take a closer look at this mag. First of all, here's the M&P 45, and this is how it's gonna look. I mean, just basic M&P 45, excellent gun. I just love how it looks. Now when you put this extended magazine, you're gonna have this much sticking out, and I'm gonna talk about the shooting and how is that gonna affect, but it doesn't really affect that much. But again, you're gonna have this much that is just gonna stick out. I mean, it's gonna look kind of funny, but again, it's gonna give you that ability of having 14+1. So it's gonna be what you want to do with it. I mean, if you don't have the need to have an additional 4 rounds, that is going to be up to you, but having that amount of rounds is definitely nice. Alright guys, I gotta tell you, when it comes to shooting the pistol, it's definitely not an issue. I mean, you're gonna have this portion here sticking out, but it doesn't go against the ergos. It doesn't get on the way. I mean, if you have your regular grip, you're just gonna have a little portion sticking out, but when it actually comes to shooting, I don't think it's gonna make any difference or how accurate it is, or other than having that portion, well, maybe like an inch and a half sticking out. Other than that, guys, it's just going to be like shooting the basic magazine. Alright guys, so just a closer look at the magazine. I mean, it's just a metal mag, just like the basic magazine. You're going to have your numbers 1, actually it goes 3, 4, all the way to 14 down here. You're going to have this cover that, again, you're going to have that portion sticking out of the gun covering by this, but again, it's not going to look really nice. To me, it doesn't look really nice at all. Now, if you find yourself in a confrontation, I'm sure you don't care how it looks, but again, I just don't like how it looks. You have this portion back here that is actually going to show, and I think that is possibly so you could see the amount of rounds you have as you put it in. Well, actually, no, you don't see anything, but you see you have this small hole right there. So again, guys, it looks kind of funny. No big deal. It's supposed to match the pistol, the design of the pistol. It does match that, but it does look kind of funny. But again, like I said, if you find yourself in a confrontation, I'm sure you're not going to be worried about that. This thing is actually stock. Now, I got this gun in a tray. I don't know if it comes like that or not, but it's very, very secure. If you're familiar with the M&P Shield, the A-round magazine, typically you could pull it out. In this case, you won't be able to pull that out, so it's just stock there. 14 rounds, went to the range, I put a bunch of rounds through it. It worked pretty well. In one occasion, I had an issue with where the pistol didn't lock to the rear. But that was just one occasion. Again, we will continue to do updates as we go by. But one thing that I would tell you is that it's kind of difficult to pull 14 rounds. What we're going to do is that we're going to load it just to show you guys. But it is kind of difficult to pull 14 rounds in this mag. Alright guys, so let's load this magazine pretty quick. Okay, I got about 10 rounds in. It's already giving pretty good pressure. 12 rounds. You guys can see, guys, 12 rounds is getting pretty difficult already. 13 round, that was extremely difficult. And 14 rounds. So again, that 14 round ain't going in there. So we got 13 rounds, almost 14 rounds, 13 rounds, and it's just not going to go in there. So I don't know if I have to lose the magazine. This magazine is not new, so it's been around for a while. But again, 13 rounds, I couldn't fit the 14 round. I'm sure if I had some type of tool, I could do it. Or maybe if I really want to, I could do it. But it shouldn't be that difficult. I gotta tell you guys, it should be easier than that. Alright guys, so as you can see, I was only able to put 13 rounds. The 14 rounds, I was just not able to put it. So issues here with this magazines, I would say, you know, you can't put 14 rounds in this one. Maybe some of you guys out there have it and you could do it. Let me know in the comments. But this one I was only able to put 13 rounds. It definitely looks kind of funny. You're gonna have that thing sticking out. You are not gonna be able to use this as a concealed carry, as an open carry. Definitely not. That's not the intent of this gun. But I would definitely recommend it for situations like home defense, situations like combat, survival. I mean, the fact that you use your basic magazine, but if you had to reload, you could reload something like this. It's definitely extremely beneficial. And again, guys, 13 or 14 plus 1 versus 10 plus 1. This is definitely a better choice. So if you need more firepower, like home defense, this will be perfect. Alright guys, if you guys like videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, and as always guys, God is in control.